Where's the beef? Gamer Podcast. Alright, so welcome to a brand new episode of Where's the Beef Gamer Podcast. My name is Clint Maximus and here with Chris today. Chris, how you doing, buddy?
Hello.
You always sound like you just woken up.
Because I'm always asleep, man.
So tell me what you've been doing today. How many days have you been in quarantine now or lockdown?
The sounds in my head are coming back slowly, so I have no idea. I don't know. Can be 10 days, 15 days.
It's just a blur now, yeah? All right.
In the morning, I wasted 4 hours so I can rap in Spanish.
Yeah, I just happened to play that next to my girlfriend. She was like, "Who the hell is that?" And I said, "That's Chris rapping in Spanish."
So that's the level of crazy I went.
Nice.
How about you?
No, actually, man, not much going on. Just literally playing video games, watching movies, going to the bathroom, having a shower. That's it. Trying to keep myself sane. Yeah, nothing much going on. You have a guest today. Who's our guest today? I feel someone breathing behind you.
No, he's not. He's not in the same room. It's quarantine, man. Everybody's in their home. So today's special guest is my friend. I don't know how should I introduce you. Do you want me to introduce you by your name or by your YouTube channel name, or what?
Whatever feels right.
Okay, so he's my friend, Derrad. I'm just gonna go with Derrad.
Okay, so now I know what I mean to you. Thank you very much.
We've been friends since high school.
And yet you call me by my YouTube channel name.
No, it's because it's a privacy thing, right? Because I know you didn't share some of your
Come on, I'm
information.
just messing with you, bro.
Okay. So I have no.
Yeah.
What? Do you want to like tell me about yourself? Present us yourself.
So I'm a Lebanese YouTuber, which is like a unicorn because there's not a lot of us, and I'm actually good. So I'm just playing.
I'm actually one of the good ones that's out there. Yeah. There's very few of us. We're like Bigfoot. We're like, there's sightings of us. You know what I mean? Loch Ness.
Yeah. Just a myth, you know? I'm just playing. Like, there's a lot of talent in Lebanon. I'm just messing around. So I do gaming content on my channel, which is usually game news or just ranting about games or whatever, anything related to gaming. I'm in it, even like the gaming world, the industry, even the drama that happens with YouTubers and gaming. Like I try to tackle all the facets of gaming because it's such a wide range of like such a big world that you can't just categorize in one thing. It's not just gameplay, it's not just industry, it's not just the people, it's everything together.
Nice. So what initially got you into that then? Was that something you just wanted to do or it just fell into your lap? How did that start?
I didn't want to be an accountant anymore.
Fair enough.
That's about it. My options were very thin, but I had a lot of experience in gaming in general, in esports. I used to be in E-Lab, the first professional team in the Middle East. I used to host AGC, which is one of the biggest tournaments in the Middle East in gaming, and that exposed me to the gaming world more and to the YouTubers that have been taking all the money and we have been doing all the work. So I was like, damn it, I'm about to be a YouTuber now because that's the only option I see that's very lucrative and that I can excel at the same time.
Well, especially right now, I think, because I think everyone's just sat at home, not doing anything. I think being a YouTuber is one of the perfect jobs to have right now.
Yeah, I just keep quiet, just do my job, you know. Like, I'm not like bragging about it because I don't want to poke my head up. I'm just fine. I'm doing my job. Life is good.
Well, I do have a question then. So since you and Chris met, you guys met in high school.
Yeah.
So what kind of a student was he? Was he like a very geeky kid, Chris, or was he like heavily into video games back then? How was he?
What, Chris?
Yeah.
Chris was the gentle giant. He had a heart of gold. Even though he tried to put on a very tough front, but we all knew he had a heart of gold and we all loved him for it.
Lies,
Oh,
lies.
it's all right. Lies.
Eat shit. Eat shit. Die.
If you asked Wissam what he thought of Chris, that would have been different, but now it's done.
I could picture Chris as a big, gentle giant. I don't know why. It's just got this image of my head of this guy just touching your hair or something, and like, hey.
He's surprisingly very lovable.
Oh my god.
You do have real friends, Chris, not imaginary ones. It's fine.
Thank you. No, I don't know. I used to sleep all the time at high school. That's the whole.
This I could also believe.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually true. He used to be a very heavy sleeper. I don't know how he passed, but he did it, and we're proud.
And the worst part is, what do you do now for a living, Chris?
I'm a computer engineer.
See what I mean? After all that sleeping, you became a fucking computer engineer. You know what I mean? What the hell?
That's why the world is going to shit. It's because of this. This is a problem.
I have also minors in electrical, so electrical.
Oh, I like a
Double
little
major.
sprinkle of that on there. I just have a few
if
minors.
More
want,
responsibility for you, yay, humanity.
So, my advice is, if you want to succeed, just sleep through life.
Yeah, just fake it till you make it.
In my line of work, that's something I can't do. I've got to constantly move and talk. And imagine I'm falling asleep in the studio, they'll fire me.
I think if you press the wrong button, you'll get fired.
I've done that many times.
Yeah, there's a lot of radio mishaps that could happen that are career ending. It's not a very peaceful environment. But you own it. You own it. It's like it's your house. It's second home.
Oh, man, I've been doing radio for over 20 years.
It
Now
is your
it's just
second
like
home,
it's like waking
basically.
up.
Yeah. It comes with experience.
Dude, I don't know if I should say this. If it's not, we can cut it out. But you record the show sometimes when you're traveling. You pre-record the show, and it sounds like he's live.
That's
Man,
the magic.
that's just a skill. That's what broadcasters do.
Yeah, and that's
No one
standard
notices.
practice. That's not something shady,
My goodness.
Yeah, but
My
very well
goodness.
done. Well, I'm sorry if we can't go off topic, but I have a lot of questions for you. I'm a big fan, but let's just get back into gaming.
That's all right. Well, let's get into our first topic for today then. Let me see what we got here.
Sorry.
so-
Can I just point out that your Derrad, should I say your name or not? It's weird. I don't know
Whatever, man. Go for it.
we
But not
sound-
my
we
full
sound-
name, okay.
Your
his real name or his
you target-
pimp name? Which one are you gonna say? You know what I mean? It's not gonna be like, yes,
Okay,
my
my
name is
his
Wissam,
pimp
or
name
is
would
my
be
pimp
like-
name is Chunky Butts.
Wiss Daddy.
something. Yeah.
My left ass cheek. That's his.
That's very appealing.
Your target audience is mostly in Middle East, right? So your content is in Arabic. Just
pure Arabic. I don't even talk in Lebanese. I talk in Lebanon Arabic, because Lebanese has already a lot of English and French into it. So I had to remove that and insert the formal Arabic instead of it. So sometimes I speak a full sentence and you don't even know I'm Lebanese. But like if you just keep going, you're gonna find out eventually.
Yeah, but sometimes you do slip. You speak like I watch a lot of your videos, because sometimes
recently, once you start getting big, you start letting loose a bit, start really unraveling and showing who you truly are. If you're a kind person, people are gonna like you. If you're not, you're gonna show your true colors and people are gonna hate you. So I'm at that stage now. I'm just like not very strict about this stuff anymore, but I do take care of it. I do care not to overdo it, not to add a lot of English into my scripts.
No,
I don't
it's
think
normal,
it's about
'cause-
being used. I don't think it's about you being staged. I think you're trying to have more audience to understand you because in Egypt or in Saudi or in other countries, their Arabic is different from us. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
speak
basically,
more
yeah. I'm
formal
trying to
Arabic.
universalize my language for to the
Yeah.
whole Middle East. Because I when I was starting, I was like, why is there no successful Lebanese YouTubers? And I noticed that
Yeah.
they all speak English in their words. And to Arabs, to people in the Middle East, they talk purely Arabic. It's only in Lebanon that people just add this English and French because we're a very I can't say bad words. We're a very
Fuck. You
people
can say
have
bad
came
words.
here a
On the show,
lot.
You can say bad words.
Let Chris say the bad words. It's fine.
Say the bad word, Chris. We have been sodomized by so many different countries that we have no identity anymore, I guess. In the Middle East, it's the Arab identity. It's purely the Arab identity that they care about. In Lebanon, we kind of lost that identity and we're trying to regain it back. But we're just kind of in the middle. We don't know who we are. So you have to pick a side. And I picked the Arab side because I'm from the Middle East. I'm an Arab.
Yeah,
eventually.
exactly. Yeah. Well, I've worked with a lot of companies in the Middle East, and like for example, like PlayStation and stuff. And there's a lot of stuff that I couldn't do because obviously they wanted to get their target audience, which was people who speak Arabic, which is understandable. In the end, you're in the Middle East, so you have to speak Arabic, and it's
Yeah, basically.
it's how it works. So it's no, it's good, man. If you're confident with it and you're comfortable with it, I think that's really good.
It took years, but I got there. But it's a big problem. A lot of Lebanese YouTubers don't realize that. They think that the Middle East is exactly like Lebanon. Like, yeah, the people are as smart, as bright, as great, as kind, as wonderful, but the culture is different. The culture is totally different. They don't like to incorporate other languages into Arabic. They don't like to ruin Arabic, basically. But we in Lebanon, we just don't care. We just add the easiest word that comes to mind, and it sometimes is the word that everyone uses, and it's not in the Arabic language, and we don't give a fuck anymore. We just use it now. That's the word we use. So the Lebanese people think that this is how the whole world works. No, it's only in Lebanon and maybe in Egypt that this sodomization of languages happened. But
it's all right, mate. It's half of the English. We speak different dialects of English now. It's crazy. Whether you're from London up north, you don't even know where people are coming from anymore. Oh. Good. Right. So let's get into our first set of topics for today. Today we're going for Last of Us 2. Last of Us 2 has been delayed.
For the longest time, I thought Last of Us 2 that this is I shouldn't say this in public, but for the longest time I thought it was a Telltale game. I had no idea why. In my head, The Last of Us is a Telltale game, and I never looked into it even because it was a Telltale game to me. I had no idea why. And when I found out what it was, I was like, "What did I miss? What the fuck was wrong with me?"
Didn't Telltale go bankrupt?
Yeah, but it's a genre now. It's not just.
Okay. I know what you mean. Yeah.
So I thought it was one of those games. Like I don't want to go close.
So you actually played the first one or no?
No, I didn't get the chance. I just realized it when I heard about the delays. I was like, why people care so much about a Telltale game? And I looked into it, and I just got sucked into it, and I was like looking at all these videos and just realizing like this is big. This is fucking amazing. What did I miss?
One of the best games in the decade.
Yeah.
Okay, so Last of Us 2, they say because of logistics, the game was delayed. Okay. We're not stupid. The game was delayed because first, a lot of physical copies are not gonna reach to some people, so that's less sales for you. It's not fair for people. It's not fair for the people who get the digital, but the people who already pre-ordered the physical are not gonna get it. Second of all, this is a big chance for them to release it side by side with the PlayStation 5, because, come on, The Last of Us 2 releasing with the PS5, that's gonna help a lot. People want to experience one of the best games in the decade on a better console, on the superior console. So it would help the sales a lot.
It would, I guess, but it doesn't make sense for them to not make the game for the PS5. If they're making it for the PS4 and to run on PS4, they have to release it for PS4. They can't port it to PS5, and it's not gonna pass. It's gonna look like a shit PS5 game instead of a great PS4 game.
No, you think they didn't have the hardware of the PS5? This is Naughty Dog. They worked very close with Sony. They probably had the dev kit long ago, and they've been working on it long ago. So, yeah, they would have a good port on it.
But like since the announcement, since like it's been years, I guess. So it's not something that has been done over a year or two. So
yeah, it's not gonna be a ground up game made for the PS5, of course not. But it's gonna be a good port, like the Last of Us port on the PS4 was a good port.
Would you risk your biggest title flopping because it looks shit on compared to other games on the same platform? Like, we don't know what the PS5 does yet. They haven't showed us anything. Just a guy talking.
We don't even know what it looks like yet.
Yeah, nothing. There's nothing. Show us a trailer, 10 seconds of anything. Just let us know what to expect. Get us hyped. We want to be hyped. Only Xbox with the trailer for the Senua's Sacrifice, Hellblade. That's the only trailer we got, and it looks really amazing. But we want more. We want to see more.
Excuse me, did you not see the ray tracing for Minecraft?
That shit was amazing. Like, how it's a block game and it looks so good. What if people cared about making polygons in their game instead of just blocks? That would make a great experience.
They had such a good chance to show the ray tracing on another game, and they chose Minecraft. Okay, I get it. It's such a popular game. I get it. I'm with you. People love it, but that's a technology not made for a cubic polygon.
And still,
game.
It looks mind blowing, and that's the point. Like, even in the shittiest settings, the ray tracing can look so amazing, and that was the whole message. We can give you the shittiest game and just add ray tracing to it, and you'll have a utopia of fun, because it looked real. It looked like a real blocky world. It was so weird. And it's so nice, and I'm just very excited for the next generation because of that.
Yeah, because of Minecraft.
No, because of ray tracing, basically.
I played Minecraft for a little bit, and that was it. I couldn't get. I don't know. It's one of those games that you've got to sit down and just try and create. I just do not have the patience for it.
Maybe another time. It needs a lot of time to just get into it.
Have you seen the things that guys are coming up with, like huge cities? And I think one guy did the whole of Super Mario in there or something. What the hell?
One guy made a 8-bit computer. You don't understand the complexity of the game.
That's insane, man. That's crazy.
That's actually insane. It made calculations and, I don't know, random generators and stuff like that. Really basic stuff, but it's a computer in a game.
That's insane. It wouldn't surprise me if it was Chris who did that.
So I was gonna add something about the ray tracing thing. So the ray tracing thing, they said even if the game it doesn't have the ray tracing code in it, or wasn't built having ray tracing from the beginning, they can what do you say? They can implement it automatically. Like everything that's bright, like around the fire or around the sun or between the shadows. Yeah, they showed us a clip in Halo on the Xbox Series X when one of the YouTubers was showing off. So that's cool, and you can see ray tracing, of course, not to the extent of what it
not to its fullest extent. Yeah, but it's there. And that's amazing.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah.
That's
I wouldn't mind seeing
insane.
that on things like Forza and stuff like that, because I think that's going to be something, like Gears of War and that kind of stuff. Because Gears 5 was a good-looking game anyway, but once I'm sure they're going to end up porting that as well at some point. That should be something pretty interesting to see.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm excited for this generation. I wasn't excited for the PS4 or the Xbox One because there wasn't this big leap in graphics. Now we've got super realistic graphics. We're gonna have people walking around in games because of this ray tracing technology. So this just blows my mind, and I just can't wait for it. And I'm glad that I got to this point in life before the release of generation, because I would have been so sad to just miss another generation, you know?
Oh, yeah, Chris was doing the same thing when he was talking about it last week or the week before. He was in tears.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Yeah, I said exactly the same thing. It's it wasn't a big leap I saw from PS2 to PS3, because from PS2 to PS3 I saw like, wow, this jump is so amazing. But from PS3 PS4, yes, there was a difference, but it's not like mind-blowing difference. It wasn't SD HD difference, you know, because you're playing on SD. When HD came on the PS3, I was like, wow, everything is so sharp, so shiny, right?
It looks so real, even though it was squares. But we thought it looked real. But maybe this is what's gonna happen now. We're gonna think it looks real, and then it's gonna look shit in 100 years, and it probably will. We will all look like shit in 100 years. We'll all be dead.
Well, mind you, when PlayStation 1 came out, that's exactly what I said. Oh my goodness, it looks so real. You know what I mean? That's how I was back then.
Because you were playing on a Nintendo for like 10 years.
I was playing on bloody Nintendo for I don't know how many years. All of a sudden I got PlayStation 1. You know, when I got PlayStation 1, the first game I got was Final Fantasy 7. And when I started playing that, I was like, holy shit, what the hell is this? I was shocked.
You played the best game in the world, the first game you played on a console. Wow.
Oh,
It's all downhill from there, yeah?
Pretty much. One thing is, when you're a kid, you appreciate games more because chances are you saved up for it, or I don't know, you got it for your birthday or something, you know what I mean?
You had to sacrifice
now,
a lot.
because you're working, you buy it, or you get review codes these days, so you don't really appreciate it as much as you would than you would when you were a kid. So
yeah, of course. Now I just try to sell my items in games, and I buy games in exchange, so I don't spend my money, because I know that my money is now worth a lot to me, because I worked really hard to just get anywhere in life. But it's still like a lot to when I was a kid. Like it's like now it's just nothing compared to what I make. But when I was a kid, I got a $5 allowance, a $60 game. No, thank you. I'm gonna go pirate. We used to pirate a lot.
Yeah.
We had to survive. I'm not proud of it, but we did what we did.
We all did it at some point. We all had to go through that phase. We were all broke.
The problem is, even if you wanted the original copy, it wasn't easy to find an original copy in Lebanon. Let's be honest.
Basically, you had to go to a special store to get the original copy. Anywhere else, you'd get the pirated version. Even in supermarkets and shit, like it's not something that's under the table or black market. It's just reality to us. This is how it goes.
I mean, the country is a poor country. They have enough money to feed themselves. They're not gonna able to spend $60 or $80 on a game or $20 on a movie. But everybody deserves some entertainment, so they did what they had to do.
Yeah, basically.
You know, you've just reminded me of a story when I was a kid. When we were kids, we got this, the Super Nintendo. I don't know if you guys remember. Super Nintendo, there was a pirated machine that you put on top, and you could put the games on floppy disk.
Damn, the Aladdin.
I don't know what it was called, because
it was called the Aladdin, the genie, or something like that.
I can't remember, but the point is, when we were kids, we were told that there was a guy in our local market who used to sell the floppy disk with the game. Keep in mind, one game is like 16 floppy disks. You know what I mean? That's how tiny they were.
Holy shit.
And they told us, when you go down to the market, tell him the code name is crack. That's what they told us. So we went down to the market, and we went up to him and said, The code name is Crack. And he looked at us like we were mental.
What the hell? Like, are you trying to buy some CDs or what?
I don't know. I don't know if it
going
was
on
a joke or if it was for real, but we went down to that market and said, the code name is Crack. And he looked at us and said, yeah, guys, I think you're in the wrong place. That's what he
Yeah.
told us.
Yeah, basically, what you would say like, to the guy just came out of nowhere with a weird statement like that about drugs, nonetheless, like crack. Was it something back then?
Well, crack probably, yeah. I think
Was it
it's
known
always
as
been something
crack?
in many generations.
Yeah. We're not gonna go into the drug war history. we sidetracked a lot. My bad.
Right.
Let's get random.
Let's get into our next topic, right? Let's get into there was a lot of gaming April Fool pranks this year. There were a few of them. Did you guys hear about any of these or no?
Yeah, just one, I guess.
Which one was yours? What did you hear about?
That Call of Duty Warzone was gonna so Call of Duty is gonna shut down their Call of Duty mobile app because they can't compete with PUBG, and they're gonna stick with Warzone, and they're gonna make an app for it and stuff like that. It looked really believable for a second.
Yeah, that
you
does
would-
sound quite believable. But when you're talking about it now, it's like what?
It makes sense. Yeah, like why
Yeah.
not go with your strength?
What about you, Chris? Did you hear any of these April Fool pranks? Anything that stuck? Anything that came out?
No.
Nothing. After all that, man, no. Well, hey, go on.
There was like one, but I don't remember which one was it. Like, it's not this year. It wasn't very good. April Fools. Oh
No, a lot
yeah.
of
Sorry.
Yeah, go on. You were saying this year.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. Like April Fools jokes this year. To be honest, like I remember the Zelda one when they did Zelda for Netflix. That was amazing. It looked so believable. Long time ago.
Well, the only one that I saw was there was the GTA 6 Twitch channel that got released on April Fools.
Was it? I think it was fan made. Was it actually Rockstar?
Was it fam? I don't know if it was an actual thing, but there was definitely a,
Yeah,
there was definitely a GTA 6
I definitely
Twitch
got
channel.
pranked by that. I think it was a fan channel. I looked into it and I was like, oh, it's a bullshit channel. But he got me. He really got me. For a second, I was like, fuck, it's happening.
Well, I think everyone's waiting because don't forget. I mean, GTA 5 was basically a PS3 Xbox 360 game, wasn't it? And it got ported, if I'm not mistaken.
Like it seems old enough. But what I know,
I'm pretty sure it was
It is.
It was ported, yeah. So we haven't actually had a proper next-gen GTA yet then. So this is...
Yeah.
Now, how cool would that be? PlayStation 5 or the new Xbox Series coming out with GTA 6.
what I know now is that GTA is the biggest growing media thing. Like movies, films, theater, anything that has ever existed, GTA beat it. And now they have all that money. So what's gonna happen in GTA 6? I think they're gonna destroy our heads. They have to. They have all the money in the world.
They can take their time with it.
Yeah, basically, they took their time with it. It's been the longest span without a GTA. It's been 7 or 8 years, I guess. It's been a long time since we had a new release.
It's been that long already? That's crazy.
Yeah. It's the biggest gap between GTAs to ever exist. So something must be cooking like really well.
I would love to go to their offices and just sit there and, you know what I mean? Just sit there in their office and just look around and see what they're doing.
Yeah. Just take a peek.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, what's up? Who's that guy? Who's that little fellow?
Oh, goodness gracious. Also,
You know
there
how
was... Hey, go on.
Do you know how expensive the source code for the game would be? Oh my god! Imagine you have that and you sell it. It's one of the most expensive things in the world.
Yeah, that would be worth at least 100 million. Like, at least.
Dude, the game made what, $1 billion? How much did GTA 5 make?
It made $1 billion 2 years ago. I don't know how much it is now.
Yeah.
keep up
And don't
with that
forget,
number.
they've got Red Dead 2 as well still doing the rounds, and that's already always in the top 10. My goodness.
That's a whole different titan, you know? That's a giant beast on its own. And they got these two. These guys know how to make games.
6 billion in revenue.
Oh,
What
yeah,
is this
that-
real? Come on. 6 billion? Damn.
Oh.
Nothing can beat 6 billion. There's no movie close to that.
Yeah,
Oh,
1 billion,
nothing.
1.1 billion, I guess. What was it?
I
It's really
think
new.
I think Avatar was like 2 billion or something like that.
Something like that, yeah,
did
or just
anything
under,
cross
yeah.
The 2 billion? Oh wow!
Avatar,
We're here to talk about games. Let's stick to our strength.
No, it's media. Okay, Avatar did 2.79 billion. That's
2
nothing, man. That's nothing.
Peanuts, yeah. Give me 1%, and I live happily ever after.
Well, mind you, Rockstar Games, they donated some of the money to COVID-19 recovery stuff, didn't they? Like, you know,
You mean
they did like for
Sony?
charity, that kind of stuff. Yeah, they did a
Yeah.
lot of donating for it.
Yeah, and they're selling something in game now, and all the revenue is gonna go to COVID-19.
Aw.
The Rockstar are really cool. They're really cool. They really respect their audience, and they really respect the industry, and they respect themselves. They're very respectable
exactly,
in general. That's the
yeah.
word you can use for them.
Yeah, it's a great game where you can beat up hoes.
You know, when I first got GTA 5, the first thing I did is my girlfriend came in and said, check us out. I went to a strip bar, took a hooker, took her in my car, had sex with her, beat her up and shoved her in the boot.
Damn.
And I
shit.
said, what do you think of this game? And she's like, what the hell are you playing? She was shocked. I was like, I was like, being evil.
How did she? Have she never heard of GTA? Like it's widespread.
We're talking like when it first came out on PS3. When it first came out,
damn.
I remember getting it, and I was like, check this out. Boom.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Me too. I used to kill the hoes all the time. I'm not paying sex for money. I'm gonna take my money back.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go home and play GTA. Yeah. Or,
Gotcha. So smart.
There was another April Fool's one, which I think Chris is gonna just listen now and think why. Football Manager. Did you see the PC cover art that they released on the official site?
PC cover art.
Okay, they did Football Manager 1888 on April Fool's.
1888.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, I saw it.
So who's managing?
I have no idea.
Dinosaurs, I guess.
I saw that and I don't know why that. I just thought that was brilliant. I thought it was funny. Football Manager 1888. Who the hell's gonna buy that? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I feel like doing? Managing a football team from 1888. Oh yes. You know what I mean?
Like the year the world forgot, you know. Like, no one talks about 1888. It's a cool number, but nothing happened. So why don't mention it?
I don't know why that just. I don't know. When I saw it, I just started laughing, and I just thought, you know, as an April Fool's joke, that's actually not bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Compared to the rest, but Football Manager 1888, even my dad would be like, what's this? You know what I mean? My grandfather would be like, what the hell's this? Man.
I made an April Fool's joke on my viewers. I pretended to do an ad for Raid Shadow Legends, which is the most infamous mobile game for spamming ads everywhere, and it's really very very predatory. So I acted as if I was doing an ad for it, and then I stopped like mid sentence. Like, don't unsubscribe. It's just an April Fool. It's just a joke. Take it easy. Breathe.
Was that at the time when we were talking about Raid Shadow Legend? I didn't see that video.
It was the 1st of April, so you can easily find it.
Oh, okay.
It's an April Fool's joke.
Because we remember we were talking on WhatsApp and we were making fun of Raid Shadow Legends. Everybody on YouTube has sponsored it.
Yeah, I think we were talking about like, where am I? Like, why didn't they talk to me? I'm a YouTuber. I have a few subscribers. They talk to everyone. Where's my
I
raid
need
money?
that raid money.
Where's my raid money, man? So I had to
You
fake
don't
it
even
till I
have to
make
like
it, I
the
guess.
game. You don't even have to play the game.
I don't pretend like I do. I just tell my audience this is an ad, and I'm making an ad. I'm making money right now. Let this slide. I'm making an ad. That's how the tone, the whole tone throughout the whole episode. If I say it in Arabic, you're gonna understand that this guy is doing an ad. بتحب الألعاب؟ بتحب تلعب موبايل ألعاب؟ You know, so this I just do it to the extreme so people know it's an ad. So my audience really lets those slide. So I just do whatever. Because if it's a shitty
You
ad,
gotta
like
do what you gotta do, man.
yeah, my viewers be like, our boys making the dough. You know, they respect the hustle.
Don't worry, I would pimp Chris out if it meant that we'd get money on our channel. 100%. 100%. Hey, listen, we're gonna send Chris down to the docks. Everybody's gonna manhandle him. Okay, it's fine. How much do I get though? You know what I mean, man? Straight away, first thing. I don't care.
Let's talk money, and then we talk what you did to Chris.
Straight anything. You do whatever you want. You want this, you want that. Fine. I charge extra. But as long as we get the money first,
Yep.
send Chris down. It's fine. It's done.
Open buffet.
Oh, I got two last April Fools. One, the Mortal Kombat 11 did. MK11 is now for the whole family.
That's enough. That's hilarious.
And I think they had a video as well. I didn't see the video,
Yeah.
but I think they had a video, yeah.
Did
They censored it and they added emoji smiley face on it.
That's
When
pretty
you
cool.
get to-
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
when you do a brutality and you cut off someone's head, it's replaced by emoji face. So the whole blood is
Emoji.
there. Yeah, the blood is there.
the
grin
blood is there?
Brutality.
That's just the smiley face. Oh my god. Now
I
it's
love
worse.
that. I would love to put, man, I would be so excited to play Mortal Kombat for the whole family. That would just destroy me because I would not stop laughing throughout that entire gameplay.
Yeah, just dump down Mortal Kombat a bit, add the emojis, and it's a party game. Everyone would have fun playing Mortal Kombat like that.
Dude, the rating system was done because of Mortal Kombat. We got the R rating because of Mortal Kombat. It
Yeah.
would be so weird if they did family-friendly games.
Yeah, basically. And
I would love it, man.
But
It'd
the
be
Mortal
amazing.
Kombat movie was not R-rated. The Mortal Kombat movie was T-rated, I guess, for teens. There was only one drop of blood in the whole movie, and it came from the mouth of the bad guy. I forgot
Scorpio?
his name. No.
Oh, okay.
The
Liu
main
Kang.
evil guy. No, the main
Not Liu
evil
Kang.
guy.
What's his name? Shang Tsung.
Shadow Khan.
Now
Shang
we have
Tsung?
to.
Shadow
Now we have to remember it. Shao Kahn or something.
Shao Kahn, something like
Oh,
that.
that's terrible. Anyone listening now who's a Mortal Kombat fan is looking at us going,
Yeah.
"You don't know the names of the
Everyone
characters?
is
How
thoroughly
dare you?"
disappointed. Everyone is
I
disappointed.
don't know.
I think it's Shao
And-
Kahn. Yeah,
Shang
and
Tsung.
they-
It's Shang Tsung.
Chang Tsung.
Shang
That sounds
Tsung.
racist, though. Is it his
What,
name?
it's his name. Shang
Okay,
Tsung.
sorry,
What?
sorry.
How is it racist? I'm saying
I don't
his
know,
name.
man. That was wrong. On many levels. I apologize.
Chris has Googled it. I am seeing it online. It's on Wikipedia. I'm seeing it.
It's Shang Tsung. That's how you say his
We
name.
have to double check. We have to double check our privileges. We can't just be going around blurting out bad words. So Chang Tsung is his name, I guess. And that's the only drop of blood comes from his mouth after he gets kicked by Liu Kang. I got that name right.
I used to like that movie. When I saw that the first time, I loved it. When I watched it recently, as though I know it's not the most amazing video game movie, which we're gonna get into in just a little bit, but I liked it. I thought it was all right.
It's really cool. You have to. Like, it's a Mortal Kombat with no blood. Mortal Kombat movie with no blood, and it works, and it's cool, and it's fun, and it's engaging, and it has a very nice charm to it. The '90s vibe to it. The action scenes. Everything fits perfectly. The music, the iconic music, it comes from the movie and not from the games.
Oh yeah.
Like-
From it's that movie that made that song so big.
Yeah. It's very iconic. Like the movie really left a big impact on the franchise, and like it just makes it all so much better.
Well, I'll tell you what, since we're already on the topic now of video game movies, let's get into this a little bit now. And then, Chris, we'll finish off with Sony announcing the 100 million COVID-19 relief fund. Is that cool?
Sure.
100 million?
We can...
Ooh, there we go. Right. So we were talking about literally Mortal Kombat. So right now, obviously, Sonic the Hedgehog got released early, like literally, like I think it was last week. So I think this is something that me and Chris were talking about before was video game movies. I mean, there are a few good ones. There's a lot of bad ones as well. So why do you think that video game movies have such a hard rap of becoming actual good movies?
Because you know why? Because how much time do you spend playing a video game? If you want to finish a video game, basically, what is it? 10 hours, 20 hours, 30 hours?
Yeah, depends.
There's so much story content. How are you gonna just compress all that in an hour half movie? It's so hard to do, right? Because let's say you're gonna make a story about World of Warcraft. Take World of Warcraft for instance. There's so much backstory, so much you need to do character development. People fell in love with these characters because they played 6 hours with them. They saw them grow. They saw them. They saw the character development. And in a movie, it just you get 5 minutes, maybe like a worthwhile emotion. Then just skip it. And you just don't get the same impact you got from a video game because it's so short. And plus the writers, sometimes the writers, they don't even bother like even playing the game or reading it, the content.
Yeah, that's basically what I would have said. They just don't get it. They just don't get the vibe. They don't get what we were expecting, what we wanted to see. They don't get like we wanted to see this character do this move, or this is an iconic move for this character, and just nothing ever fits. Like Assassin's Creed, there were barely any assassinations. Please, just kill someone.
Which one was it? Was that the one with what's his name? The Irish Fassbender. Was it Michael Fassbender in that one?
I forgot his face.
He was like stuck in a prison throughout most of that movie.
Yeah, and it was simulations and back from simulations. And just kill someone. Just, stab.
I can't remember. I know I've seen it, and I think I even went to the movies to go and see it because I was like, "Ooh, Assassin's Creed, the movie." It must have left such an impact on me that I don't remember it. I barely remember any of that movie.
It's so forgettable, even though the games are so iconic.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that again. I'm gonna have to get that. It must be on Netflix or something, or I'll find it online. I'll stream it. That's crazy.
Yeah, like we didn't want to see the guy even in the laboratory. We just wanted to see Altair doing sick shit moves, destroying something. Give me something from the history. That's what we came for, not for your shitty story. We came for the shitty adaptation of history for your shitty story. Now do the history part.
That's a problem with a lot of video game movies is that they make their own stories up. It's like, no, that's not what happens in the game.
I remember getting the premiere tickets for it. And I invited my friend, and all of my friends were angry at me. Why did you invite us? I swear to God, if you tell me, if you can remember anything by the movie, I can remember that it was grayish. It was gray white.
Basically, I remember gray. That's the color. I remember the color gray exactly. That's what I remember.
I remember the Anubis, what's it called? The machine that they go to sleep and go like...
Cannabis, Anubis or something.
It wasn't a table. It was like a big machine that makes the guy moves. Like, why is it? Why is that in it? It's not in the video game. Why would you put it in the video game?
Why is he moving and doing the actions like... Why is it so bad? Just keep him as Altair and just kill the actor and get someone else and do the movie again. This is not okay. How did this go?
I think a lot of these movie directors and producers they get the impression that okay, there are gamers, but they want to target people who are not gamers as well. This is another big issue with Hollywood and big movies because they think that a lot of people haven't played video games. Like okay. Well, my father and my mother haven't played video games. Maybe they want to watch it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's the problem. So that's why when they get these scripts and they think, okay, That's a Hollywood movie. Let's release it. And then when it comes out on screen, all the gamers are like, "What the hell is this?"
Okay,
And they're like, it's targeted not just at gamers though. That's the problem, I think.
Yeah. I want to add to this point, and I totally skipped my mind. Moving on.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay. Right, so we've spoken about. So, what do you think are some of the worst? We'll get into some of the good ones, but what do you think are some of the worst video game movies out?
Street Fighter the movie.
Which one though? There's plenty.
1994.
With Van Damme, right?
Yeah. There was no
And
fights
Kylie
in the
Minogue.
whole movie, and the only fight in the whole movie got interrupted with a tank. I don't know why. Just a tank disrupts the only fight in the movie. Thank you very much, tank. Like, what? And then they made a game based off of that movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, mind you, the only good thing about Street Fighter was the guy who played Bison. He passed away, I think, after making that movie, Raul Julia.
Oh, rest in peace.
He was actually good. I thought he was funny
Yeah.
because there was an iconic scene in that when they spoke about when the girl said, you burned down my village, you killed my family, and he said, for Bison, that was a Tuesday.
That's badass.
That was like one of the only iconic scenes in that movie, but I will never forget that bit when she was talking about it. But for Bison, it was a Tuesday. Oh goodness!
Bison is a
Go on,
cold
Chris.
man.
What's one of your worst movies?
One of the worst is the Super Mario Bros. One.
Yeah.
Such a weird film. Like how
Home
can you
Alone
make
bros, I guess.
like the game has no narrative story. How are you gonna make a movie out of it? It just Mario goes from from left to right, jumping on blocks and saving Peach. That's it. How are you gonna make a movie out of that? And they did, and it was shit.
Like Mario is although he's an Italian plumber, he's like cute and small, and he's nimble, he jumps, he's agile, even though like he's chubby as a character. And then the movie is just a fat guy in his 40s and just can't move, can't do shit. Like this guy ain't busting blocks with his head. This is not Mario.
That's funny. I think the guy who played Mario was Bob Hoskins. He's like a...
No disrespect to the actor.
He was a
of
famous
course.
actor back in that day. So
Yeah, no disrespect to the actor. Like, just it's not his role. That's all I'm saying. That's not the role for you, my friend. That's not any live action character role. Like, you're not gonna get a fat Italian plumber that's gonna be as cute as Mario, as a small little character on screen.
No, there's one director who's infamous for directing video game movies, and I think every single one has been bloody awful.
The one who did Resident Evil, yeah.
No, not him. That's someone. He's the guy who did. The guy directed Alone in the Dark. Uwe Boll. Uwe Boll. Boll. This guy is infamous for directing video game movies, and he's done the worst ones.
That's his name?
Yeah, that's his name.
That sounds like
by the
a
way,
disease.
you should Google him because he's hilarious as well, by the way.
Something like that. His name sounds really off. I would change it. I don't know.
He did Alone in the Dark. He did House of the Dead. He did In the Name of the King, a Dungeon Slay Tale or something. He did Blood Rhine. He did Postal. There's another famous one that he did as well. It's not here for some. Maybe it's so bad it's not even in the list. But he was infamous for doing. And the thing is, he got big actors in his movies. Like Jason Statham did one of his movies.
What?
I'm not joking.
Why?
I don't know.
Why was he involved? Why did he drag his name?
That's crazy. That's really nuts. And also, I think for me, one of the worst ones was Hitman. Hitman the movie.
Oh,
Which
come
one?
on. I didn't hate it.
Which one?
I love Hitman, and I didn't hate the
Timothy
movie.
Elephant in it.
I did not hate the movie at all. It was fine. It was fine. It was cool. I liked it. Like I love the franchise a lot, and I played every Hitman that has ever been out. But the movie did not. He didn't feel as badass as Codename 47 because he doesn't look as badass as Codename 47. But the movie was fine. It was a bit like sketch. But I gave it a 5 out of 10. And for a video game movie, like this is good.
There are worse ones.
Yeah, there are much worse ones. Like it's passable. Like I would watch it out of nostalgia one day for Hitman. You know.
And there's one more. You guys have to check out Wing Commander, the movie from 1999.
No.
Oh my god. The one where there's the guy who plays Scooby-Doo in it. What's it called? The Shag...
Yeah. I forgot his name. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
This guy had any other role than Shaggy. He doesn't fit anywhere. He's just Shaggy.
Well, mind you, he was in Scream. He was in Scream 1.
Yeah,
He was
as
one
Shaggy,
of the bad guys
I
in
guess.
Scream 1.
As a pothead, yeah?
Yeah.
As Shaggy, I guess. You know, it did not change a lot for that role. He's a method actor. He's actually a pothead, you know? He's really cool. I really like him. Like he's one of the icons of your childhood, you know? You just can't remove his face from your head.
Yeah, I think we've all been through that period where we've seen a movie where he's in it. throughout the 90s. It's like every 90s movie has at least him in one of them.
Yeah. He was a walking stereotype for potheads.
That's Surfer stereotype. Surfer.
Yeah.
All right, we've got two last things to talk about. You've got Sony announcing the 100 million COVID relief fund.
We're gonna
finish off with our beef. Eh?
We're not gonna say which one our favorite video game movie or not. Just the worst ones.
No, you can say your favorite ones if you want.
Okay. No, that's it. You're
gonna tell me you're gonna tell me Wing Commander or something, aren't you?
No. You know what? My favorite one is Prince of Persia. I don't care. A lot of people didn't like
you
it,
took mine.
but I loved it.
I love it
Prince
too.
of Persia was good.
Yeah, it was good. Jake Gyllenhaal was owning that role, man. He was playing it. He was playing the fucking prince. He was taking it seriously, and it showed. And
I love it. He was playing the prince. That's awesome.
he was the prince, man. It was amazing. Like his performance was really like captivating. Like how much actual depth and seriousness he gave a video game character, and the respect he showed to that character made me love the movie regardless of anything else. Like just the respect in that movie is amazing.
I'm gonna have to go with Silent Hill.
Which one? There's so many.
As the first one. The second one was a bit too much, but the first one, as a movie, it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it.
I did not watch it. I was a coward as a child.
And I know Chris hasn't seen it because he doesn't like horror.
He is a coward as an adult.
Horror movies are stupid. Who watches horror movies?
I watch horror movies, man. I live for horror and horror video games as well. I love it.
I grew to love horror movies, but there are really not so many that are good. They're really so hard to find good ones. Like you have to sift through a lot of shit on Netflix until you find that good one that just really creeps you out.
That's the beauty of horror movies. Because you have to go through all that crap to find the good ones. You know what I mean? That's what I love about it.
No gold without the dragon, yeah?
Exactly.
Look, I like thriller movies. Like Silent Hill, not Silent Hill, what is it called? The Silence of the Lamb. I like thriller movies. I like, Nightwalker. Those were the thriller movies. I like Donnie Darko. Those are good movies, but not horror movies where you have a ghost or you have a monster trying to eat you or whatever. You go to a haunted house and always the dumb blonde chick dies first and the hot guy dies second and the nerdy girl always survives and she becomes the hero. Blah, blah, blah. So stupid.
Here's what you do when you go online later tonight and you're going to stream a movie. There's two movies you need to see. One is Hereditary. Watch that one.
Wow, that
and the second
creepy.
one is Midsummer.
Midsummer.
by the same director. They're both creepy as hell. One of them is about a cult. One of them is an actual ghost story. Watch them and then call me back.
Hereditary and what?
Midsummer. I think it's called Midsummer. It's spelled weirdly. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong.
Summer.
Midsummer. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It's a play on words. Oh my god, very fancy. I like it. Okay.
Watch them. Totally creepy. Totally freaked. They're same director, I think, as well. Both of them. That's why they're amazing. These are like two of my favorite horror movies ever.
Yeah, there was a horror series that had like 6 or 7 movies that I loved the first 3 or 4, and then it got shit. I forgot the name of it. It's really popular. It's really famous. It's the only one.
Saw?
No, not Saw. Saw is really cool. It's an actual horror movie with the actual iconic. The guy that does all the horror movies, he plays it, and the girl that does all the horror movies, she plays it. So I don't know.
Scream?
No.
Man, we could be shouting movies at him all night. You know what I mean? Is it this one?
Yeah.
A horror
Is it that
movie
one?
franchise. I'm gonna Google it.
My favorite horror movie is with the Nick Cage one where he says, "Not the bees, not the bees."
What?
Don't you know?
Wicker Man?
The Wicker Man.
Yeah, this I know because it's an old remake of a movie.
It's so shit. I watch it because it's so
leave
shit.
Nick Cage alone. Leave Nick Cage alone. The man's an icon. I love him. It's Nick Cage.
Icon of shit movies.
Leave him alone. The man's had Oscars and stuff.
I know, like, that's the weird part. Like, he used to be such a good actor, then he just made, you know what? I'm gonna make every movie possible ever.
Leave Nick Cage alone. The man's a legend. If you meet Nick Cage, you're gonna want a selfie with him. So shut the fuck up.
Oh my god, yeah. So I got the name. It's The Conjuring. The Conjuring. Yeah,
The Conjuring, yes.
Conjuring, okay.
It only had
The
4
Conjurings are based on true stories as well.
based on schizophrenic people's stories, I guess.
All right. Let's finish off quickly. Chris, we'll have 2 more things quickly. You want to talk about the Sony announcing the 100 million for the relief fund for COVID-19?
Yeah, they're helping the COVID-19 case, so that's cool.
That's it. That's the whole. I've been building this up throughout the entire show, and that's all you're gonna say. Yeah, they're helping them out.
Yeah, they're giving $100 million. What else can you say? Like,
Where is it coming from?
All right.
Their pockets, or are they funding it from somewhere else? Are they making events? Are they doing in-game in their games and their exclusives, or on the PlayStation? It's just cash money, 100 million out of the bank.
well, let's see if Sony's that generous.
They didn't announce it.
Right. Did they announce that?
So
or no?
they say Sony announced refund, COVID-19 relief fund. So no.
Okay.
It's from their own pocket.
Is it?
Seems there's
That's good.
Is it a refund
Yeah,
or a relief fund?
No. I kept reading it refund, but it's relief fund.
Relief fund.
Yeah, so many mixed signals, man.
So no. There's I get what you're saying. Like, is it something if you buy a new game or whatever game, some of the percentage would go to the no, it's not that. There's nothing mentioned like
cash money. Just boop all in 100 million. Damn, that's very generous.
Yeah.
No, I think it's good that a lot of companies are doing that. They're bringing in, whatever revenue they've got, whatever money they can help, and because I think it's just something that's really affecting a lot of people right now. So in the end, I think it's good.
It's not just good; it's a good investment. Like if everyone can't buy your shit, you're not making money. So I might as well spend money to make money. That's what they're doing.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Right. And final thing today, then, do you have beef with anything? Since we are on, where's the beef? So, Chris, do you have any beef today?
Yes. Initially, I had the beef ready, but something happened to me a day ago, so my beef has been updated.
Okay.
So, look, Final Fantasy 14 is on sale, right? We're in quarantine. I'm really bored. And I want to play an MMO, and I used to play Final Fantasy 14 all the time on the PS3.
Right.
So when you buy the game, you need to make an account, a Square Enix account, right? You have to
Right.
sign in the Square Enix account inside the game.
Yeah.
So I went to the. I'm gonna make Square Enix an account. There's a place where you have to pick the country, and there's no Lebanon, and it's so weird because the game is being sold on the Lebanese PlayStation store. How can you sell the game if you cannot play the game?
What
They're
the hell?
selling the game because you need a Square Enix account to sign in. And from the Square Enix account, you have to buy a subscription. There's a monthly subscription that MMOs has. You need to buy those, right? So you cannot buy his monthly subscription, but the game is being sold on the Lebanese PlayStation account. How's that? How are they doing? How they're selling a game and you cannot play the game? And you know what? I said, it's not a problem. I'll make an account. I make an American account. Okay, I made an American account, fake address, whatever. I put my credit card in. They rejected. They said because your IP is in Lebanon, so we cannot take your credit card. Whatever. I VPN'd it. From VPN, I put my credit card. They said the credit card is registered in Lebanon, so they cannot take my money. So how the fuck am I supposed to play this game? How am I supposed to? Like, I wasted money for a game I cannot play. So
Yeah, man. You should ask for a refund, man. This is bullshit.
It's
not
it's
okay.
bullshit. It was on sale on the Lebanese store for $36, and I bought it, and and I cannot play the game. So I posted I messaged the PR that I used to get codes from them Square. I messaged their Twitter. I messaged their contact. I called them. They didn't answer. So I'm so furious. Like, maybe it's a mistake because or they're scamming or it's a mistake or they don't really care about Lebanon. They never heard
It's
of
definitely an oversight. I guess they don't care. It's an oversight, basically.
But the game has been out since 2013. None of the Lebanese gamers ever bought this game. I don't know.
Maybe they've.
What
faced
about
the
you,
same
Derrad? Do you have
issues and
anything
that's
as
why
well?
No, I just hate a few companies who think they're outsmarting the average gamer when they're not. Like Epic Games is one of them. They just piss me off. I just have beef with Epic Games as a concept. They made a really cool title. They made Unreal Tournament, the Unreal Engine. They are the gods of gaming. And then they make it big with Fortnite, and good to them. They know how to make shooters, and they made a good one. And then they thought they are now competitors to Steam, Steam is like the god of gaming. There's some sacred things you don't touch. It's Valve, Gaben, and Steam. These are the holy trinity of the gaming world. And the Epic Games is like calling out Steam for taking big cuts of the games they're selling on their platform and trying to give them a bad rap and trying to get this propaganda out that he's taking only 15% of the cut while Steam is taking 30% of the cut. And this whole bullshit propaganda, like it's like me going to a radio station and telling them Clint Maximus is going to take $10,000 to do this show. I'll take $1,000. They're going to ask, who the fuck are you? And that's exactly what Steam would ask Epic Games. Who the fuck are you to compare that you got to take 15%, 30%? Just to understand the magnitude, Steam had 20 million active players last week in one single day. In the same day, 20 million different users on one platform. That's a store, basically. That's insane. And this store actually manages all your games and stuff like that. But still, like... This is the whole user base of Epic Store is in the 10 to 20 million because they forced people who played Fortnite to go through the Epic Store to play Fortnite. And that's the only way they got any numbers. And with your puny numbers, you dare compare yourself to the Steam has over 1 billion, 1.2 billion accounts. You know?
Yeah. Even I use Steam, put it that way.
It's just a must-have, you know. It's where you put your games, you know. You need somewhere to put your games. It's Steam.
No, I love Steam. I I think me and Chris were talking about this maybe last episode or the episode before about PC gaming and this and that, and I think Steam just revolutionized it for me to make it just so easier to actually get access to games that you want to play as well, which is fantastic.
But industries are ruining it because now EA has Origins and you have Ubisoft with Uplay and you have I think Bethesda has their own store now, and each industry has their own. So they're ruining the digital industry because why people like digital, because you can get everything in one place. Like Netflix. Before there used to be only Netflix and maybe Hulu. Right now you have Amazon Prime, you have HBO Go, Disney Plus, Apple TV Plus, you have Netflix, you have so many other subscriptions. Like this became the same problem that the cable failed. The cable failed because each company did their own subscription base, and that's why the cable failed and streaming succeeded. And this is happening the same thing with gaming, because it's so annoying. Because so annoying having so many games and so many different platforms. Like
but everyone who's pulling away from Steam is coming back. EA is coming back to Steam. They're putting everything again on Steam. Like you can't survive without Steam in the gaming world. Steam is where to exist. If you're not on Steam, you don't exist. You're a niche. You're automatically a niche.
I love it. You are a niche. You do not exist.
Yeah, you do not exist.
You do not belong anywhere else.
In the full spectrum and the big image, you do not. You're just a speck.
That's what I'm happy about. That Steam was able to hold on their own and stand on their both feet. Like, they don't let EA bully them or other industry bully them.
How can you bully Valve? You can't bully Valve.
I made Half-Life, bitch. Half-Life 3 is the biggest. Half-Life 3 is the biggest video game that we didn't release.
They have the biggest EP-ness in the market. You can't just come and start comparing,
Oh, nice. All right, we're gonna finish off. So, guys, give a shout out for your social medias. I'll give mine, and then we will call it a night. So let's go on, Chris. Where's your Instagram, your porno site that people can find you on?
On Pornhub, if you search the biggest penis in the world, you would find me. On Instagram, it's Taporian. TAPORIAN. Same for Twitter. But what's more important to follow is our podcast Instagram page, which is Where's the Beef Gamer Podcast.
And just by the way, if you want to see Chris on Pornhub, just type in Armenian sausage.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, the Armenian jokes just keep on coming.
So guys, thank you so much for having me. If anyone wants to catch me, I am on Instagram at Derrad TV, and on Facebook as well with the same username, and Twitter, and then on YouTube it's just Derrad, DERRAD. That's about it.
Cool.
Thank you very much for listening.
Derrad, thank you so much, buddy. Chris, thank you very much, mate, as well. And if anyone wants to follow me, just literally type on Google Clint Maximus. You will find me. That's it. Have a good one. Oh, and yes, as I said, don't forget, check out our Instagram page, which is Where's the Beef Podcast on Instagram. Have a look and check out our YouTube channel as well.
Hey guys, I'm recording this while I'm editing the show. I just want to say we don't have an outro right now, but we will have very soon. So here is a funny bit from my favorite show called Community.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Me llamo T-Bone, la araña discoteca.
Discoteca, muñeca, la biblioteca. Es el bigote grande, pero manteca.
Manteca, bigote, gigante, pequeño. Cabeza es nieve, cerveza es bueno.
Buenos días, me gustas papas frías. Bigote de la cabra, de Cameron Díaz. Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
What? It's 2009.
Word.
Is that it? We done?
Yeah, can you say thank you for listening? You never say that. Something to end the show.
Thank you for listening. Chris insists that I'd say thank you for listening because apparently we make people's ears bleed every time someone tunes into us. What the hell is this bullshit? Oh, switch it off. Change channel. Thank you. Thank you.
No, you don't have to say thank you, but something to finish the show.
What's what you want a catchphrase?
I don't look like something. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know. Moo in. What? I don't know.
Thank you for tuning in. Moo. Oh, hey, you better keep all that because I like that. I thought that was hilarious.